and you'll see supplement companies, this is where we get our bad name. They'll say that you gain 5 to 10 pounds. Those steroid users out there who watch this channel know that Anavar in and of itself is not going to yield those kind of results. So if you have a precursor to Anavar, you're not going to really have that kind of gains. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Laxogenin, I don't know how the frick you talk about it, but anyway, I get this question on every live I do and everything I do. It's on Laxogenin, otherwise known as 5-A-hydroxylaxogenin. It was officially introduced to the public in 1992. Although we can't speculate that Japanese scientists started researching it, studying it in 1963. Here's the thing. It's said to be plant-based, whereas it is found in nature. However, to get it in the amounts they need, it is synthetically derived. So when you buy it, you're not actually buying the plant, which I'll get into in a second. Now, where does this come from? It comes from something called Smilax. Those of you who are my age probably remember Smilax being something that you saw in the past. It was a hype supplement. It was something that they said was the next big thing since the egg white omelet. And it really didn't amount to much of anything. So it is from the rhizomes of the Smilax ceboldi plant. Again, the public isolation took place in 1992. It's been published in the Journal of Phytochemistry, and the plant is native to China and Japan. So here's the thing. Very limited studies on the active ingredient, the active group they're going for, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, I've only read it, I haven't talked about it. Brasinosteroids. There's very limited studies on these compounds. A recent study, recent meaning in the last 10 years, showed that they do have an anabolic or growth effect by inhibiting protein breakdown and increasing protein synthesis. This means that your body can grow more lean mass. The more protein you can synthesize, the more lean mass you'd be able to gain. Now, that study was not conclusive by any means. And here's the deal. Now, the steroid it's supposed to convert to, once it basically, a prohormone basically, once your liver drops an enzyme in it, boom, it becomes a specific hormone in the body. For this one, it would be oxandrolone, aka Anavar, which would be its steroid counterpart. Now, the claims is that Laxogenin is not hepatotoxic. Now, Anavar and aka oxandrolone is not really toxic in and of itself. However, it does exhibit, anytime something goes into the liver, your body ingests it, there's going to be some bypass of the liver. Anavar does have some hepatotoxic, which means liver toxic effects, albeit very minor. In fact, the original studies on Anavar were done in women and children for muscle wasting diseases, and that's honestly where most of our steroid research comes from. But you'll see manufacturers and you'll see supplement companies, this is where we get our bad name. They'll say that you gain 5 to 10 pounds, whatever. For those of you who know steroids, those steroid users out there who watch this channel, know that Anavar in and of itself is not going to yield those kind of results. So if you have a precursor to Anavar, you're not going to really have that kind of gains. If you're using a prohormone to something that in and of itself, I would argue that Anavar, I've done videos on this, Anavar is not really worth taking because it will shut you down. Now, the side effects of this, of course, anytime your body increases, whether it's from a prohormone or a steroid, you're going to have your body try and balance and maintain homeostasis. And also when you're providing an exogenous hormone to the body, you're going to exhibit shutdown after you stop taking that, which means your body will stop producing its own testosterone. So once you suppress your body's testosterone, let's say you come off, you're not only going to lose all the gains you made, but you're also going to have an issue where you have psychological issues from losing those gains. You're going to have other hormones that are affected by your hormones decreasing, for example, serotonin, melatonin, and the gamut. Your body likes to maintain homeostasis. So when you have a sudden increase in one or you suppress one, you're going to have negative effects. So my view on Laxogenin is if you're going to take a hormone and you're going to make gains on a cycle and know that you're going to have the rebound effect after the cycle, which means that your body tries to get back to where it was before the cycle. If you, let's say, take a very strong androgenic steroid, let's say you take testosterone or DECA or something like that, your body's going to gain a ton of lean mass. And hopefully if you gain 10 pounds, you keep 2 of them, you're still above what you were, right? That's the hope and goal. I've done videos about that not being worth it either. With an oral, you risk not only hepatotoxicity, but you're risking hepatotoxicity and a rebound effect from something, a negative rebound effect from something that isn't going to yield much gains to begin with. And even if you were using its hoped parent steroid, which is Anavar, it's a very weak drug that you have taken very high doses to yield any results. For goodness sakes, it was formulated for the use of women and children. So I wouldn't put too much. Bottom line is, you might be like, hey, you're just saying this because you don't carry Laxogenin. Nothing prevents me from making a Laxogenin product tomorrow. I can do that. However, I don't feel it's worth it, nor would I put my name and label behind a Laxogenin product. I think it's all hopes and dreams in a bottle. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I do not recommend taking this, and I recommend not buying this from whoever is selling it. I do not think it is worthwhile. I do not think it is a good supplement, and I think at even its best case scenario, it's going to yield very little gains, but if anything, you're going to lose. You're going to lose money. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. If you've taken Laxogenin and you've liked it, that's great. I've never heard anybody say when I say don't take it, I've never heard anybody come to me and be like, hey, Mark, I got like 20 pounds of gains on Laxogenin. No, people are always curious about it because it's hopes and dreams in a bottle, man. But here I am to just dispel that. I do not recommend you buy Laxogenin. And if you're saying, well, that's because you don't sell it, I could sell it. Don't worry, I can sell whatever I want, but I don't want to. Because I do not think this is a worthwhile compound. I think the risks or the negative far outweigh the benefits. And that's not a game. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps.